Hello everyone. Today I'm going to explain important commands, the most important Linux commands. These are CHOWN and CHMOD. CHOWN, CHMOD commands. How we can use these two commands to control the permissions, to change the permissions of the files and directory. Let's see. Okay, first I'm going to explain the CHOWN command. CHOWN command is to change the owner of the file or directory. Okay, so before that, I just want you to have a look at the commands that we have used for ch1, chmod commands in a notepad. Okay, in the ch1, chmod command, see, this is the basic syntax ch1 owner, and we can also change the group also. In addition to the owner, we can also change the group for the file or directory. Okay, example is ch1 ansible name of the file. The owner might be different. So now we are setting the owner as a Ansible for the file is file2.txt. Okay. Now if we want to change the group, we can also change the in addition to the owner, we can also change the group. ch1 Ansible is the username, db data is the group, and name of the file. Okay. This is a ch1. Chmod is to change the permissions. For example, chmod 777 name of the file. These permissions are read, write, execute. Okay, read is value is 4, write is value for 2, and execute is 1. Okay, 7 is all permissions, read, write, execute. Okay, all permissions are granted to the user, or owner, group, and others. Okay, now let us see in detail in console. Okay, now first I want to change the owner of the file. Okay, to change the owner of the file, what is the command to use and how to use, we will see. First is, let's see what are the files that we have in a home directory. Okay, now let us change let us change the directory testdir. If you see here testdir, we have a files. Okay, we have a files and and compressed files. Now if you take the any file, okay, I'm going to take the file 2. Okay, file 2 I'm going to take. The file 2 is user is root, group is root. Okay, so ls-l file 2.txt. So file 2.txt, user is root, group is a root. Now I want to modify the owner of the file. How to modify the owner of the file is sudo ch1 ansible file 2.txt. Now the owner has been changed. How to verify? See, the owner has been changed from the root to Ansible. This is how we can change the owner of the file with the help of ch1 command. Now if you want to change the group of the group, okay, the group is root. Okay, I want to change the group from root to any other group. Let us check the what are the groups that we have in our system. So we have app team is a group. Okay, let's take. So how to change the group is ch1 slash colon app team file2 dot text. If you look at here, the owner of the file is group for this file is root. Now I'm going to change the group from root to app team. Okay. So how to change is ch1 colon group name and name of the file. If you enter, if you see here, name has been changed and the group name also has been changed. So this is how we can change the name of the file and group for the file. Okay, now we can change the both at the same time. For example, I want to change the sudo ch1 ansible and app team for the file3.txt. Okay, file3 is not exist. ls-l file3.txt. If you see here, the owner is root, group is the root. Now I'm going to change the owner and root, owner and group for the file3. Okay. If is now I have changed. Now if you verify, if you see here, owner and group have been changed for the file3.txt. So this is how we can change the owner and group for the file. In addition to this, we can also change the permissions recursively. Okay, for example, ls-l d slash data. See, this directory has a permission root and group is the root. Okay, I want to change the owner for this directory slash data. So how to change the owner for the directory slash data is chown, but this is we are changing the ownership for the directory. Therefore, we have to use the option -r. -r stands for recursively. chown -r ansible apptim slash data. So this is how we can change the directory recursively. Okay, we should remember the -r stands for recursively. Now if you verify, see, now I have changed the directory and I have changed the owner and group for the directory slash data recursively. Okay, so this is how we can change the owner and group for the file and the directory. Okay, now let us verify the chmod command. chmod command is to change the permissions. Okay, so Linux has three permission sets. One is owner, group, and others. Okay, and the permissions, what are the permissions are read, write, and execute. Okay, so read has a value 4, write is a value 2, x is execute, it is value is 1. So how to change the permissions? Okay, if you take the any, so if you file 10 text, if you see owner, this is a owner and this is for a group, this is for others. Okay, now root has a read write permissions and group has a write permissions and others have a write permissions. Now I want to change the permissions all. So how to change the permissions is sudo chmod 777 file 10.txt. I am changing the permissions from existing to all, read write execute for all others, owner groups and others. Now if you check file 10.txt, see we have granted all permissions to the file, that is file 10.txt. Okay, so this is how we can change the permissions to the permissions to files and directories. So but it is not recommended until unless it is until it is suggested or recommended. It is not recommended to apply the all permissions to the file or directory. So we should consider before applying the permissions to the file and directory. Okay, now let us change the file chmod 644. Okay, I already have permissions 600 file 9.txt. I am changing the permissions, existing permissions from read write and read permissions to read only. Okay, read and write permissions only for owner and no permission for groups and others. Now if you check or verify file 9.txt, so we can see this is how we can change the permissions. Okay, so we can change the permissions with chmod 600 with a numeric. We can also change the permissions like sudo chmod g plus group. We have, see, we have a, let's say group has a read permissions. Let's take the file 8. Group has a read only permissions. I want to add a write and execute permissions for file 8. So ls hyphen ld file 8.txt. If you see here, the owner, sorry, group has a rewrite execute permissions. We, since how we have changed, we can also change it with the letters g for group plus read and execute. Okay, so this is how we can change the permissions. We can modify the permissions. We can you know, we can change the permissions of the files and the directories with the letters at the same time with the numbers, with the digits. Okay, so thanks for watching and have a nice day.